This is Linda Favela, Lamentations 3b. Continuing with the theme of God punishing a person for his sins, verse 37. Who is he who says, and it comes to pass, when the Lord doesn't command it? Doesn't evil and good come out of the mouth of the Most High? Why does a living man complain, a man for the punishment of his sins? Comment verses 37 to 39 are something like, what person on earth is able to issue a command and make it effective unless God is in it? Isn't God ultimately the only one who can issue a command and make it come to pass? And doesn't God command things both pleasant and unpleasant, rendering both good and evil to us? Let a man issue all the commands he wants to cancel his punishment, but God will override that. Since God has spoken it, no one can cancel it. That being the case, verse 40. Let us search and try our ways and turn again to Yahweh. Let's lift up our heart with our hands to God in the heavens. We've transgressed and have rebelled. You've not pardoned. You've covered us with anger and pursued us. You've killed. You've not pitied. You've covered yourself with a cloud so that no prayer can pass through. You've made us an offscouring and refuse in the middle of the peoples. All our enemies have opened their mouth wide against us. Terror and the pit have come on us, devastation and destruction. My eye runs down with streams of water for the destruction of the daughter of my people. My eye pours down and doesn't cease without any intermission until Yahweh looks down and sees from heaven. Comment verses 40 to 50 are to the effect, since a man will surely suffer for his sin, here's an idea: let him stop sinning, let him turn to Yahweh, let him lift his heart and hands toward God. Let everyone say, we've transgressed and rebelled. You've not pardoned. You covered us with anger and chased us with difficulties. You killed without pity. You hid yourself as with a cloud and blocked our prayers. You scoured us and discarded us like the scrapings of a pan and threw us out like the trash. Our enemies make fun of us. We're all too familiar with terror, devastation, and destruction. Tears roll down my cheeks continually because our people are destroyed. There'll be no relief until Yahweh takes notice. This section coming up is a different kind of lamentation. Instead of someone suffering for his sin, he suffers because others oppress him just for spite. And instead of it being from the default male point of view, it has a distinctly female flavor. Verse 51. My eye affects my soul because of all the daughters of my city. They've chased me relentlessly like a bird, those who are my enemies without cause. They've cut off my life in the dungeon and have cast a stone on me. Waters flowed over my head. I said, I'm cut off. I called on your name, Yahweh, out of the lowest dungeon. You heard my voice. Don't hide your ear from my sighing and my cry. You came near in the day that I called on you. You said, don't be afraid. Lord, you've pleaded the causes of my soul. You've redeemed my life. Yahweh, you've seen my wrong. Judge my cause. You've seen all their vengeance and all their plans against me. You've heard their reproach, Yahweh, and all their plans against me, the lips of those that rose up against me and their plots against me all day long. You see their sitting down and their rising up. I'm their song. You'll pay them back, Yahweh, according to the work of their hands. You'll give them hardness of heart, your curse to them. You'll pursue them in anger and destroy them from under the heavens of Yahweh. Comment, that's the end of the chapter. In the ending section, starting in verse 51, it's basically, I see things out there that crush my soul, how the women of the city persecute me. For no reason at all they attack and chase me relentlessly. They throw me in the dungeon and leave me to die. They cast a stone at me. The water rose over my head. I said, this must be the end. Yahweh, I called on your name from the lowest dungeon. When I said, don't cover your ears, hear my sighs and cries, you heard and responded. You came the same day I called. You said, don't be afraid. You took up my cause. You turned things around. Yahweh, you see how I've been wronged. Render judgment. You saw how they plotted against me and pursued me with vengeance. You heard what they said about me. You know they were against me all day long. You know when they sit down and rise up, they delight in my suffering. You'll pay them back for what they've done. You'll curse them by hardening their hearts. You'll pursue them in anger and destroy them from under the heavens. Lamentations 4 is next.